You spend your life trying to prove something. Prove to your parents you're successful. Prove to your friends you're not weak. Prove to women you're worthy. Prove to strangers on the internet that you matter. And yet, no matter how much you prove, it's never enough. That's the game, a game designed to keep you chasing validation instead of owning your life. But the Stoics remind us of a truth that cuts deeper than all of this. You don't have to prove anything to anyone. Not your success, not your worth, not your power, because the man who has nothing to prove is the man nobody can control. Let's break down 7 Stoic rules that will free you from this prison. Rule 1. Stop explaining yourself. One of the strongest positions a man can hold is silence. Weak men overshare. They defend themselves. They explain their every action because they're terrified of being misunderstood. Strong men accept being misunderstood. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Waste no more time arguing what a good man should be. Be one." In other words, stop talking about it. Show it. When you stop explaining, 2 things happen. People start respecting your word because it's rare. Your peace stops depending on their approval. The Stoic doesn't beg to be seen as good. He simply is. Rule 2. Value inner scorecards over outer ones. Society runs on outer scorecards: money, followers, women, titles. But a Stoic man builds his own inner scorecard. Did I live with discipline today? Did I hold my temper? Did I keep my word? Seneca said, "A good character, once established, is not easily overthrown." Your inner scorecard is untouchable. No algorithm, no opinion, no rejection can take it from you. The weak man bends his life around other people's judgment. The Stoic man bends his life around his own principles. Rule 3. Embrace criticism without reaction. Here's the thing. The moment you get defensive, you've already lost. People criticize to pull a reaction out of you, to prove you're insecure. But a Stoic man sees criticism as neutral data, nothing more. Epictetus put it plainly. If anyone tells you that a certain person speaks ill of you, do not make excuses about what is said of you, but answer, "He was ignorant of my other faults, else he would not have mentioned these alone." Laugh at it. Own it. Let it slide, because your energy is too valuable to waste on proving haters wrong. Rule 4. Power is in restraint. Proving yourself often shows up in arguments. Someone disrespects you and your ego demands a comeback. But here's the paradox. The more you argue, the weaker you look. The more you prove, the less power you hold. The Stoic knows restraint, not silence because he's afraid. Silence because he's above it. A lion doesn't argue with hyenas. He just keeps walking because he knows what he is. That's the kind of calm power no man can fake. Rule 5. Purpose over performance. Most men waste their life performing for the crowd. They live for applause, likes, attention. But applause is cheap. It's loud today, forgotten tomorrow. A Stoic man doesn't perform, he builds. His purpose is rooted in service, discipline, and creation. Marcus Aurelius led an empire, yet he reminded himself daily that fame and approval are empty. What mattered was whether he lived with virtue. Don't prove, build. Don't chase attention, chase mastery. Rule 6. Detach from their timeline. Proving yourself is usually about time. You feel behind. Behind in money, women, career, life. So you try to prove you're catching up. But time isn't their measure, it's yours. A Stoic moves with patience. He knows life is a marathon, not a race to impress people who won't even remember his name in 20 years. Seneca wrote, "It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste much of it. Don't waste it proving. spend it living. Rule 7. The man who needs nothing wins everything. Here's the ultimate Stoic truth. When you stop needing their approval, you gain real freedom. You stop proving you're strong and simply become strong. You stop proving you're worthy and you embody worth. You stop chasing acceptance and suddenly people respect you without you asking. The man who has nothing to prove is unshakable. Brother, remember this. Every moment you spend trying to prove yourself is a moment wasted. The world doesn't need you to explain, argue, or perform. It needs you to live your principles. The Stoics remind us, silence is strength, restraint is power, discipline is proof. And when you live this way, people can't help but notice. Not because you told them who you are, but because you showed them. You have nothing to prove to them. You only have something to prove to yourself.